So we've just entered yet another section. So is this a different artist in here?
Yeah, it's all different artists. This is of modern and contemporary Korean artists. And we made the 3 stories actually for this exhibition. So first is a scene of life. So you see here.
So this says in the late 19th century and the early 20th century, the Korean art enters a new phase of art. Departing from their traditional Oriental painting techniques, the content and theme of work goes through a significant change as Western techniques were introduced in Korea. Afterwards, the Korean art becomes rich in every aspect as it renders lives of artists themselves as well as the scenes around us. And we can see that, evidenced in the work that we've seen already. It's really stunning. Wow, behind you, Peter, you're in a forest.
And obviously wood and nature is a theme in here, I'm assuming, right? So we've got the tree that provides for all these, at least this piece in the middle. So, Bangju, what is this in the middle here?
This is 목신 뭐라 그래야 되나? 신. 믿는 거 prayer.
Yeah, deity. It says wooden deity.
Yeah,
Deity. Like a god.
Yeah.
God.
So we pray for the lucky weather sometimes because Korean is agriculture atmosphere and agriculture is most important business, in the traditional life.
Yes.
So we pray for the nature and we pray for the wood sometimes to have good weather.
So, Lee Jung-sup, I believe this artist, A Couple Oil on Paper, it's entitled. Very simple, but just very nice earthy tones. I'm not going to try and disseminate this painting, but just beautiful. Moving on. This is entitled Children and Fish and Crab. And this is watercolor on paper. And over here, from Chang Ukchin, Magpie. And this is oil on canvas. So we've seen 3 different painting techniques on 3 different mediums. Continuing on, what do we have over here? Okay. Jun, you lead the way, please.
Okay. I'll lead your way. This is a 2-set piece.
Start
As
over
I
here.
first mentioned, the Pyeongchang is a mountainside. And then as you see, we have the trees, the pine trees. And then we have a mountain. And then we have another mountain. This is a Salt Arc Mountain. We are actually in the part of the Salt Arc Mountain. And this represents the Salt Arc. That's where we are right now. That's why we have this piece right here. And also we have, it is called Total Scene of Kumgang Mountain, which is in North Korea. And this used to be the most beautiful mountain in Korea. So that's why we have here. You know, North Korea is here. So this is the south and this is north.
Fantastic. I'm speechless looking at this. We're just taking this all in. We're
Speechless. When we first designed this area, also planned this, we didn't think that North Korea will come. We didn't know anything about it. But we also have this piece and this piece side by side. After that, we got the news. We were like, feel like it's right here.
It's one of the biggest stories and the biggest themes of this Olympic Games, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, this, and is a lot of that. That history is so much a part of your country. Is it ever present? Is it something that is often referred to in art? the artists and the work that they do from here? Is it something that every Korean is born with and learns about and thinks about?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Each art piece represents artist's unique mental states, and then also unique their philosophy. It's nothing to do with the politics. The reason why I mentioned that North and South is purely geographic. It is in South Korea.
Yes.
And it is in the North Korea. So art does not relate to the politics. It is art. Simply it is. And then we see this, and then without let's look at this. And then even if I said this is in South, let's just cover all the world and look at just this. This is mountain. It can be anywhere. It happens to be in South Korea. Hey, look at this. It can be everywhere. But when I explain it, hey, it is in North, then you have the
Ideas.
ideas.
You
that,
impute.
But,
Yeah.
but without those explanation, right? Without the information, it is art, and it is so beautiful. Look at the colors. As I first mentioned with the total, you see the space, you see the colors, you see the uniqueness of the Korean art right here. And this also, the piece that I was really wanted to introduce to you is this.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by that. It looks like, I don't know what it looks like. It looks like a fence, palings. Then it just looks like the earth that turns into the blue of the sky. What is it?
Title implies the right side piece is from line, and the left one is from point. I don't think of any more explanation necessary. Just see. Look at the lines falling from the top to bottom, and then look at all the dots and points, and then fading away.
Isn't your language, the characters of your language, are based on lines and points, aren't they?
Well, you can see that. Well, that's really a unique perspective. I think this is the huge part of the Olympic. When you just use your language, you don't really put much thought about it. You just use it. But when you see yourself from another perspective, then you see interesting things. Well, even though I saw this art piece, seriously, like all day, every day, right now, but I didn't really think about it. I explained this art piece to, I think, like 90,000 people, maybe. But I didn't think about that. But from your perspective, yes, Korean character is combination of the lines and points. Yes, you're
So when
right.
I look at these two paintings, I see everything that Korea is. I see all of your language. I see how you talk
So
and how you
beautiful.
are.
Now I see this art total different angle. Thank you. Definitely, I'll put those things into my script so that okay, from now on I can put that thing to everyone. But I still give you the copyrights.
Thank you, thank
for
you.
your idea.
So before we leave this room, one more beautiful piece here. Similar colors, but much different than what we just saw. We got some kids milling around there, also interested.
Kids love this area too.
So what do we have here at this painting?
That's the second part of the lines and the points.
Oh,
So that's what we're talking
I'm sorry.
about.
Now
Lines and
we
the point.
realize he didn't listen to you.
I saw it differently. I saw points in the first one fading away. I thought those were smaller and smaller points. Did I cover that up?
Let's move on.
Let's move on. That's coming right here.
Now you're gonna be surprised by this work.
And this is the
Wow.
most popular art piece we have in this third area.
Oh, have a look.
Yeah, we'll have to get out of the way here because folks at home, you need to see
So
this.
just explain each of the squares. What are they made of? What do they represent? How are they put together and why?
This is all the different things of culture, because Korean culture has a kind of mixed culture, especially young generation. Yeah, so this work story. It tells about all the different story and all the different life and all the different everything. And in the middle of this room, there is Buddhist and praying. So it's like our culture focused on the Buddhism, right? So it's like, it's our, things in heart. So.
So we selected 3,000 pieces out of 10,000 pieces to make this area. And then what's amazing is right here. Look at these numbers. 1984 to 2014. It takes 30 years to create this art piece. Look at the histories, and look at the times, and look at the effort. Look at the philosophy behind. Look at what artists did for 30 years. And you see right here.
And you think about the changes inside this country in 30 years. I mean, almost unrecognizable.
Yes. The reason why it is so impressed, even without looking at the numbers, is the feel of the power right here. It is 30 years of power.
So you're saying this is the most popular installation?
In the third area,
we
have 3 separate areas, and in this third space, and this is the most popular. And then third space, what do you think? Which one do you think that is most popular in the second area?
I think this would capture a lot of eyes because it takes so long to look at. There's so much different things to see, so you're constantly traveling around, can't get enough of it. Each time I look at it, there's new pieces. I see old toys. I see bits from my own past, things that are reminding me. I see a rolling pin now, cars, toys, so it's just got such a wide variety of things. And then you take it in either as pieces or as the whole, and you get a whole different feeling.
Do you have any eye on one particular object? What do you see?
I see the bigger square, the brown one with the blue writing and the little bits of wood sticking from it.
Oh, okay. It says, you don't read much things. That's what it says. When I look at this area, I always see that the bibimbap right there.
So I saw that. That's the first thing that drew my eye.
Because we're
bibimbap,
hungry.
Definitely.
Yeah. Also, that reminds us that it is also the Olympic. It has such a variety of things to make the bibimbap.
Yeah.
So it has colors, it has taste, all different kinds, but all together to make the perfect bibimbap. That's what it is.
And the other thing I can't get over is the Buddha. What is it made of? I have never seen anything shine like that. Chrome. It's just stunning, isn't it? Because you think with all the colours in the room, it would just get lost somehow, but it just goes, here am I in the middle, and everything comes from me.
Maybe
Beautiful.
it captures the eye.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why, because of the color.
Really stunning. And behind us, I bet the kids love this one.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, they love this painting.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. Do you see 2 most famous characters here? What do you see?
Is that the dog, Disney dog?
I'll give a hint. One from Japan, other from
USA.
Yeah.
and okay, to be more specific, from Walt Disney. What do you see?
Pluto? The dog?
Or Goofy?
Goofy. Is it? I never watched cartoons.
I know, I can't think of it. I recognize that, but
We see the atom from Japan, and the Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse from USA.
oh, I see, yes.
You see the ears,
Yeah.
and the face is the atom from Japan, and then the head part is the Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, right.
So it's Atom Mouse.
Yeah, fantastic.
Because of the color, because of the story behind, kids love it.
Yeah,
Kids love it.
So he made the new style, new cartoon image.
Yes.
He say this is Atom Mouse, Atom plus Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
So they are
Very
floating, they are flying,
Yeah, yeah.
and they are now balancing now. So bubbles means like when you flew
Yes.
and
they
when
float about,
Right.
yeah.
So
And then they
they
burst.
lost the balance.
Very good.
Yeah, we We must keep the balance.
Yeah,
We must keep the balance. And then this is the last piece of this third area by Soo-kyung Lee.
Translated base. So he found out all the, crashed base.
yes.
Broken pieces.
So she made the new style, and she with the broken vase,
Yeah.
broken
Pieces.
pieces, yes, and then make a new creature for her art.
And inside there somewhere, would we find some kimchi?
Yes.
Because it looks like, the kimchi urns that are outside all the houses.
Who knows? Maybe you can image that because you just saw the bibimbap. And then it's about time. It's 7:15.
No, I always notice driving around, even in the countryside, and there's just a little house, or a little
Yeah, we have
tiny
a vase.
Yes, there's
Yeah.
always pots.
It's all
And I always
storage for
imagine-
kimchi.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, because we have distinct 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter time. So when we entering a winter, then we put kimchi into the vase, and then we put the base into the ground so that it can be kept throughout the winter. Maybe that's what you're referring
That's what I
to.
see,
Yes.
yeah.
And do people still do that today, or are they just decorations out on the steps now?
Well, some people still do that, but in order to do so, you need a space to put your base in. Now, this is a very interesting question. Now we are living in the city. We live in a condo, so we don't have much luxury to do so. It used to be a good memory. Now it is a luxury to do so because you need a space. But this kind of reminds us like what it used to be in old days. Well, we still do so in the rural area, but still you need a space. So now we have technology, as you see. We have refrigerator, and then we have a special refrigerator just for the kimchi. And then you can put that into your condo. But still, some people use traditional way, and it tastes better.
You can't mess with the old ways. You can't duplicate it. That's what we're trying to do with technology always, is to get close to what we had. Now over here behind us, we've got 2 screens. Jun, Bangyu, what do we have over here, please?
This is this work done by JunHwan and JunHwan, duo artists. So this is a story from the future, and he tells about the future story. So 뭐라 그래야 되니?
The left side is No, we are kind of like wandering around, so we are kind of changing positions like every time. Okay, so the left side is the artist portraying the end of the day, or end of the days of the art, and this is the future. Actually, we are seeing the end script, so we cannot really say it. So this is actually past, and this is actually the future. But it actually sync into each other. So, but we cannot really see the image because of the ending script.
So for the guests coming in here, how long are these 2 films?
Well, interestingly, people think that the media art like this are very difficult to understand and appreciate it. But interestingly, what we saw past 9 days are all the kids are sitting in and then stay 20 or 30 minutes just watching the film, and they're really impressed. Look at that. Look at the future. Look at the human being in the future. But she doesn't have art. But this is the past. It's the end of the art. But the one guy trying to preserve the art pieces for the next generation. And then down the road, she found the art preserved by him, and then started a new art.
I can see why it's catching the kids' attention. That is intense. And now we've got harmony. This is
Very peaceful.
can't help thinking that, you know, it's a very good depiction of what the future is like. But I don't want to be alive when that's around. I much prefer, you know, the time when we have colour and freedom and all of this artwork that you say, you know, that expression. It's really lovely.
Okay, so we love 2018 right now.
Right now.
Presents.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. We could still be in that first room, I think, if we really wanted. This was just too much to show people.
This is the exit to the lobby again. Yeah. So we try to make little museum for the Olympic Plaza here. Yeah.
I think it's absolutely amazing that, you know, one square empty space you've converted into this magnificent cultural piece. It's really fabulous, and we thank you so much for taking us on the tour today. We've been enlightened. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
June, thank you so much. Well done to the both of you. This is excellent, and we're just 2 of the 90,000 or so happy visitors that have already passed through here.
Thank you. We are here, so welcome.
And thank you for joining us on this tour. We hope you had a great time too.
Thank you.